maybe just walk us through maybe the timeline to get this done and how you feel about acquiring Mike Green.
I talked to Steve Yzerman a few times over the last week. You can never have enough defensemen. Obviously, I know Mike Green from my days in Detroit. He's still, his strengths are his ability to skate and his ability to move the puck. Over the last 24 hours, things heated up, and we got the deal that we done. That we announced. He's a puck mover. He can play in the power play if he has to be. So he's a good guy. He's a good team player. He fits in good in the locker room. So we're excited to make the deal.
Are the moving pieces what you have to give back, and then how much of the contract they have to? Is that what makes it more difficult when you get a guy like Green? Like you have to give up some money too, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, obviously this, we talked on Monday, Jim, about the cap and where we are in the cap. Detroit's retaining 50%, and then obviously we moved Brodziak from our team to their team, and if you look. It's a fourth-round draft pick in 2020, and it goes to a third in 21 if we advance to the Final Four, and Mike plays 50% of the playoff games in the first two rounds of the playoffs. So, I think for a fourth-round draft pick, we've got good protection on the back end, and you'd love to have that draft pick move up.
What is his? How big a priority was the experience level that you were bringing in, because he's got the games he has?
Well, I think, my experience is through the years that down the stretch into the playoffs, experience is very, very important. Mike had a wonderful career in Washington. Been a bit of a tough go in Detroit. We went into rebuild mode there a few years ago. So I talked to him earlier tonight. I know he's really excited about getting back into a playoff race and playing with the guys that we've got on the team. So hopefully he can give us a little shot in the arm.
Health issues for Mike? Or no?
Pardon me?
Health issues for Mike over the last couple of years?
No, a little bit. I think that's part what goes the experience. As you get older, we all get beaten up a little bit, but he's healthy right now.
You expect him to play in Anaheim?
He's flying in tomorrow. I'm going to leave that up to the coaching staff, but he arrives tomorrow. He'll be at the morning skate Tuesday.
Are you done trading?
I'm not sure, Rob. I'll be on the phone first thing in the morning.
Ken, with the emergence of a couple of young players on the back end and now bringing in Mike Green, it seems like you guys are really prioritizing puck moving from the back end.
Yeah, I think that's the game. That's the league. The importance of getting the puck. You're going to defend when you get your hands on the puck. You got to get it into the hands of your forwards and head out to the other zone. So certainly, I think that's we're doing. As the years wore on, I think that we're great job by the coaching staff. I think right from day one of training camp, that was a priority, was to defend hard, and when we get our hands on the puck, make a pass and move it up the ice. So I think all the defensemen that are here have done a good job, and Mike fits that.
Some people might ask why you moved a guy on LTIR back. Is that for bonus reasons?
For cap reasons. Yeah. Good.
A lot of us remember him being an elite level defenseman. I haven't seen him much lately. How much has he got left in the tank?
Well, I mean, he's no older. He's not the guy he was in his heyday. If he was, he wouldn't be available.
How much has he got left in the tank?
I think when I was in Detroit, we brought in a lot of players that were maybe struggling elsewhere, and they got revitalized. They got excited about the potential of what could happen when they looked around the locker room. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen. Is going to happen here. It's been a tough year in Detroit for all those players, and I know again I talked to him tonight. He's excited about. It's a huge game on Tuesday, and another big one on Wednesday, and then big one on Saturday. So, to get back where the games are really important, I'm sure it's going to get him excited to play.